Hello, Taurus. It's bonus time. Bonus time for Taurus. What I'm doing when I do bonus readings is I'm looking for details that I missed or just totally left out of the main monthly reading. If you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, please look in the description of this video. And again, please read it carefully. Be mindful of scammers and impersonators pretending to be me on YouTube and other tarot card readers for that matter. Just read the description of the video. That is the one and only way you can schedule a personal reading from me. If it's not in the description of this video, don't do it. You will get scammed, okay? All right. So let's just go ahead and jump into this. We're going to do a quick past, present, and future. 9-card spread. Looking for more details, maybe some things that I missed from the main monthly reading. Okay, ooh, the Hermit in the reverse. Could be a Virgo for some of you. All right, let's see here. 2 shuffles. Oh, and the 6 of Cups. All right. Ooh, and the 8 of Cups in the reverse. So regardless of what comes out in the reading, the overall energy is the 8 of Cups in the reverse, meaning somebody wants to make a return. Is that going to happen? We'll see. 4 of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so in the past you connected with somebody, and I'm kind of feeling like it was the person that you're dealing with, but it could have been you. Somebody here just didn't want to miss out on an opportunity. You know, with the Ace of Swords, there was a lot of tension between the two of you, though. A lot of tension. Maybe things felt a little bit funny. Something may have felt off. I don't know what was going on here. Kind of feeling like one of you, or maybe both of you, honestly, but at least one of you, when the two of you connected, was connecting basically out of loneliness. Maybe you just didn't want to be alone and didn't want to pass up on any opportunity that would come your way. And yeah, I feel like you tried to take the time to get to know this person, but they didn't open up all the way. So you didn't really get the chance to actually know who this person was. So whatever it was that they were going through or whatever they had been through in their past, I feel like they were hiding from you and they were burying it, and trying to hide it and not mention it. I don't think they were being honest with you about their past and what they had been through. Coming up into the present moment here, I feel like you're kind of feeling a little bit like you're in a vulnerable position. Some of you could be having some issues with self-confidence, self-esteem. Maybe, you know what? Dealing with this person could have wrecked your self-esteem for some of you. It could have. Emperor and the Strength reversed. Could be an Aries or a Leo for some of you. I also have Cancer here, but I'm kind of feeling like this person does want to open up and tell you something. They do want to open up and tell you something, but I don't know if they know how to approach you. I don't. So coming up into the future, though, I feel like you're starting to feel the connection between the two of you getting weaker and weaker and weaker. And you are letting your guard down and probably making the decision to stop waiting on this and go ahead and abandon it. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to just ignore this, pretend that it never happened, trying to let go, forget about it, and just pretend that it never happened, and basically ignore any attempts that this person makes to try to get your attention. Because I do kind of feel like they will. Or they have been trying to get your attention and you're ignoring it. You're completely ignoring it. Okay. Well, let's see if we can get this person's intentions. Their true feelings and intentions deep down. What's this person's true feelings and intentions about Taurus deep down at the deepest level? How do they feel about you? What do they want from you? Okay, so this 4 of Wands came up in the last spread too. I didn't mention it. They have the proverbial door hanging wide open. They're just like, yo, the door's hanging wide open if you want to come talk. Here it is. You know how to get a hold of me. I don't think they're taking action, though. I don't think that they are. Yeah, see? I feel like you intimidated them. This person. Now, like I said, some of you may be struggling with self-confidence, self-esteem, and whatnot, but I don't think you realize the self-confidence and self-esteem issues that this person has. You may not realize it. Maybe for some of you, you could be dealing with somebody that likes to overcompensate. I know that's not going to be everybody because that energy can manifest itself in many different ways. But I feel like there's a group of you dealing with somebody who does just that. They overcompensate to try to cover up their insecurities, maybe by acting cocky, got a chip on their shoulder, something like that. And it may have you fooled. You may really not realize just how insecure this person really is. Y'all are marrying each other, dude. Y'all are marrying each other. So at the same time, the more they wait, the longer that they've waited to see if you're ever going to come chasing after them, now I feel like they're making the decision to try to forget about this, pretend that it never happened, and focus on their money. Yeah, this person's focusing on their money. I think they're making the decision to get over this because you won't come chasing after them. You know? I think that's kind of what they want you to do on a deep level, is come chase after them. It's kind of what they want you to do. Yeah. Yeah, this person's codependent. They're codependent. So it's like I said, it's getting to the point now. I just don't think you realize how insecure this person is. I don't think you realize that. I really don't think that you do. They don't think they'll ever be able to find anybody else. I think this person's a little bit afraid that you're probably the only person that would ever put up with their bullshit. And hey, maybe some of you didn't put up with it. Maybe you walked away, but I don't think that they're confident that they'll be able to find anybody else. Could be an Aries for some of you. Okay, well, let's get the advice on this here. Let's get the advice. What's the best advice? Seven of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so don't disrespect yourself by trying to connect with somebody who has already shown you that you can't trust them. When somebody shows you their true colors, if you let them get away with it, they're going to keep doing it. Okay? Yeah, you're already doing the right thing. I would ignore any attempts that this person makes to try to get your attention, you know? Like maybe they're posting things directed towards you. I wouldn't even go look at their profile. Don't even look at it. Don't even look at it. If you have to, block them. If you have to. Because I feel like this person's just trying to play games. Yeah. It's like they want you to come chasing them. And I see this come through a lot, okay? They want you to come chasing them, but not to work things out. Because it would give them an ego boost if you came chasing after them. They want you to come chasing after them just so they can reject you and play games with you and string you along and breadcrumb you. It's almost like they want to turn it into more of a game than anything for their own ego. Yeah, man. Let's look at the next person coming in. Let's get some details on the next person coming into Taurus's life. The next person coming in. Let's get the details on the next person coming into Taurus's life. Okay. Oh, the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Hang on. Okay, so yeah, the next person coming in, by the time the two of you connect, I feel like they're going to be in a very rough spot. They could be like in a relationship currently. I feel like they're going to be fresh out of a relationship when you all connect. And you might notice that they're a little bit awkward. You know, it feels kind of like you're sitting back observing them like, what is going on with you? Something strange, something weird. There's some kind of like red flag or something going on with you. But I think what it really is they don't know how to communicate. Either that or they just don't want to communicate the fact that they're actually transitioning on from something that hurt them very badly. Very badly. Yeah, I'm feeling like they're going to be a little bit wishy-washy too. Yeah, you're connecting with somebody that is kind of wishy-washy and that's another bad thing about, when you connect with somebody that's fresh out of a relationship, how do you know that they're really, truly, legitimately wanting to move on from this? Yeah, you might end up walking away from this person. But let's see their actual intentions. Let's see their actual intentions. What is it they really want from you? What is it they're really wanting from you? What are their true thoughts, feelings, and opinions, hopes, dreams, and expectations? What do they really want? And they want to connect with you. I think that they do. I don't think they want the past person. Yeah, they're ready to start new and start fresh with you. I feel like they are ready. Now, they do have a karmic tie, an unfinished business, with the past person, but I don't think that they have any intentions of trying to get back with them. But again, yes, when the two of you connect, they will not have fully moved on from the past person. And maybe some of you just straight up will not stand for that. And real talk, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I wouldn't either. Now, that's just my personal opinion. I'm not going to claim that you should or should not. That's just me. Everybody sees things differently. Everybody feels differently. Everybody does things differently. I feel like it's starting off as a highly sexual connection. They could be wanting at least to jump into a new sexual connection because they feel like that's going to take their mind off the past person. Let's get the advice on this one then. Let's get the advice. What's the best advice? What is the best advice? Okay, the Eight of Swords again. Okay, so just keep an eye out for red flags. Keep this person at a safe arm's distance. Set boundaries in the beginning. Okay, set boundaries in the beginning. Keep them at a safe arm's distance and watch for red flags. Okay, I would do that. I would keep them at an arm's distance for at least a good month. It's not inappropriate. I'm not saying shut them out altogether. I'm just saying keep them at an arm's distance and see if they can respect those boundaries. If they can respect those boundaries consistently and stick around consistently for a month, you're good. Then you can start lowering your guard, slowly but surely. Okay? All right, let's get some general messages. What general messages do we have for Taurus? General messages. What general messages do we have for Taurus, universe? Look at the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Some of you are really starting to think long and hard about changing careers. You feel like you're at a dead-end job. Maybe some of you have really been trying to work hard towards promotion, and you're starting to feel like your job's just at a dead end. There's no growth, no expansion, and you're really kind of starting to take your focus away from it and are at least thinking about exploring other options, I feel like. Page of Wands in the reverse. Temperance. Okay. All right. So, okay. Whatever cycle you're in right now, it's not complete yet. Like, whether it's your job or, you know how you have like cycles in life, you'll have chapters, and in one chapter, you're working this job, living in this apartment, driving this car, and you're friends with these people, and you have this routine, and that's like a chapter, and that chapter can last, 6 months, a year. Then something changes. Maybe you get a new job. And then when one thing changes, everything else slowly starts to change. Maybe your schedule gets changed up and the friends you're hanging out with, your schedules clash. So you kind of fall apart from them and then like start hanging with these different people, and a new chapter, Well, the chapter that you're in right now is not complete yet. Because I know some of you are ready for a change. And that's kind of weird because most Tauruses that I've met don't really dig change that much. They love their comfort zone. But maybe there's just something about the last chapter that you've been in that you're just really tired of and ready for a change. But that chapter is not complete yet. So you are where you are right now for a while. For those of you who have been trying for a baby, it does look like you have a lot of energy supporting that, okay? If you're not trying for a baby, don't worry about that. Well, if you're worried that maybe something unexpected might happen, you might want to be careful. If you're worried about an unexpected pregnancy or maybe an accident, a little slip up, you might want to be extra cautious throughout December. Okay. Yeah, you're not done going through a period of changes. You're still in the gestation period of changes before it's time to begin the next cycle. Whatever that cycle may be, could have to do with career. Let's get some general advice for Taurus. General advice. The Ace of Pentacles reversed. Okay. So don't be trying too hard to make a change. Here's the analogy that I always give. And I give this kind of advice to my personal clients all the time. Doing this can really help you develop a trust-based relationship with the universe. This is how I live my life. Okay? If you're ever wondering because people come to me all the time and they ask me should I questions, Should I go look for a new job? Should I move to a new state? Should I write this book I've been wanting to write? Should I start this YouTube channel I've been wanting to start? Should I? Okay, so I always tell them the same thing. The next time you are kind of stuck at a crossroads and you're wondering whether or not you should do something, there's a really easy way to find out whether or not you should. Give it a try. Give it a try. If that door opens and you're able to pass through with little to no resistance, that's the universe saying yes. Now, does that mean the experience is going to be rainbows and unicorn farts? Not necessarily. It could be a rough experience through that door. That doesn't matter though. Big picture, universally, for whatever reason under the sun, the universe is saying yes. Now, if you walk up to that door and it doesn't trigger the motion sensor and make it open, and you turn the doorknob and it's locked, and you give it a knock and nobody opens the door, back away. That means universe said no. Now, that's not necessarily no, never. But for right now, no. What's on the other side of this door is not ready for you yet. But best believe that every time you take action towards something, even if the universe says no, best bet, the forces on the other side of that door immediately get to work preparing that room to fit you in it. So you have one or two choices. Either A, go find a door that will open, or B, return back to it. It still may not open. If it doesn't open, back away. Ace of Swords reversed too. Do not sit around and wait for the right moment. That's never going to happen. Of course, there are always exceptions to everything, but we don't want to dump all of our eggs in the exception basket, okay? We don't. If you, especially those of you who have been in the same cycle for a while, same routine for a while, you wake up at the same time every morning, roll out of bed on the same side every morning, go get coffee from the same mug every morning, you sit for 2 hours and play on your phone while you're waking up every morning. That's what I do, and whatever, you've been in the same routine for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, and you're ready for a change. That right moment is never going to come. It's never going to. You are never going to feel ready to break out of the cycle that you're in. You have to make the right moment. And yeah, most of the time, that's not really a fun process. It's not comfortable. It may not work out exactly the way you want it to. But right now, you have a cycle. Loop and loop. It's got momentum. It's loop and loop and loop and loop. And you got to push that ball in a new direction to disrupt the cycle. You have to start actually disrupting the cycle. Do something different. Wake up at a different time. Get up earlier. Maybe instead of sitting on the couch and playing on your phone, maybe walk outside and drink coffee and watch the sunrise. You may think, what the hell does that have to do with anything? That has a lot to do with everything. Okay, you got to start doing things differently in order for your life to end up differently. You got to do something to break up the daily routine in order to slowly start turning your life in a different direction. And it's the little things. It's the little teeny weeny things that you wouldn't think have anything to do with anything. But trust me, everything is connected. Everything is connected. From the teeniest little nuance to the biggest habits that you have. Everything is connected. Start with the little things. Start with something small. Start with that. See what I'm saying? And whatever it is that you're wanting to do, if you're wondering whether or not you should go look for a new job, don't wait for the right moment. No, don't do that. If you're wondering whether or not you should start writing that book, start writing it now. If you're wondering whether or not you should start that YouTube channel, pull your phone out right now, hit record, and then upload it now. You got to make the right moment. Does this make sense? All righty. I do feel like those were the messages that my Taurus friends needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all so much for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate all of the love, support, and positive feedback you guys show me every time I get on here and do this, man. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to look in the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.